Learn English through story. The weaving of choices. In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, lived a humble weaver named Layla. She was known far and wide for her exceptional talent in crafting the most exquisite tapestries. Each thread she chose, each pattern she wove, was a masterpiece in itself, telling stories of joy, sorrow, hope, and despair. But beyond her artistry, Layla was revered for her wisdom, often sought by the villagers for advice on matters of the heart and mind. One day, a wealthy merchant named Amir came to Layla's humble workshop. He was a man of great means, but also of greater greed. Amir had made his fortune through shrewd deals and questionable tactics, leaving many of his business partners in ruin. Despite his wealth, Amir was never satisfied. His hunger for more gnawed at him like a ravenous beast. "Layla," Amir began, his voice dripping with the honey tone of false humility, "I have heard of your remarkable skill. I want you to create a tapestry that reflects the essence of life itself, as something that will inspire awe and envy in all who see it. Spare no expense. I want the finest materials, the most vibrant colors, and the most intricate design you can create." Layla nodded thoughtfully. "I will create your tapestry, Amir. But understand that true art is not merely a display of wealth or luxury, it is a reflection of the soul." "Are you prepared for what this tapestry might reveal?" Amir laughed dismissively. "I have no fear of what a mere tapestry can show me, Layla. Just make sure it is grand." With that, Amir left, leaving behind a chest filled with gold and jewels to pay for the work. Layla set to work, but not before visiting the old well at the edge of the village. This well was said to be magical, its waters a mirror of truth. She drew a bucket of water and sat by the well, staring into its depths, seeking guidance on how to proceed. As she gazed into the water, Layla saw visions of Amir's life via his rise to wealth, the faces of those he had betrayed, the emptiness that filled his heart despite his riches. She saw the future he was weaving for himself, a future where his greed would eventually consume him, leaving him alone and unloved. Layla returned to her workshop and began her task. She chose her threads carefully, a deep, rich colors for the paths of ambition and desire, stark black for the shadows of deceit, and a delicate silver for the strands of truth that wove through it all. As she worked, she thought of the choices Amir had made and the consequences they had wrought. The tapestry took months to complete, during which time Amir visited often, each time more impatient than the last. "Why is it taking so long?" he would demand. "Surely you can work faster." But Layla remained calm. "True art cannot be rushed," she would reply. "Patience is as much a part of the process as the weaving itself." Finally, the day came when the tapestry was finished. Layla invited Amir to her workshop to see it for the first time. The tapestry was indeed a masterpiece, but it was not what Amir had expected. The colors were vibrant, the design intricate, but there was something about it that unsettled him. As he looked closer, he began to see images within the patterns, images of his life, of the people he had wronged, of the loneliness that awaited him. This is not what I wanted," Amir cried, his voice trembling with anger and fear. "You have made a mockery of me." Layla shook her head gently. "What you see is not my doing, Amir, it is the truth you have woven with your own choices. This tapestry merely reflects the life you have created for yourself. Amir stared at the tapestry, his mind racing. He saw the wealth he had accumulated, but he also saw the cost to his broken relationships, the trust he had shattered, the love he had lost in his pursuit of more. For the first time, Amir felt the weight of his actions, the emptiness that all his riches could not fill. Desperate to escape the truth, Amir tried to tear the tapestry down, but no matter how hard he pulled, it would not budge. The threads seemed to hold fast, bound by something stronger than mere craftsmanship. Exhausted, Amir sank to the floor, tears streaming down his face. "What have I done?" he whispered, his voice barely audible. "How did I become this man?" Layla knelt beside him, placing a hand on his shoulder. "The choices we make, Amir, are like the threads of a tapestry. Each one is a part of the whole, and together they create the picture of our lives. You cannot change what you have already woven, but you can choose how to weave the rest." Amir looked up at Layla, hope flickering in his eyes. "Is it too late? Can I still change?" Layla smiled softly. "It is never too late to change the pattern, Amir. But it will not be easy. You must be willing to unravel the threads of your past and start anew, with honesty, humility, and compassion." Amir nodded, determination settling over him like a cloak. He knew it would be a long and difficult journey, but for the first time in years, he felt a sense of purpose that went beyond wealth and power. He thanked Layla and left the workshop, leaving the tapestry behind as a reminder of the man he had been and the man he hoped to become. As the years passed, the villagers noticed a change in Amir. He became more generous, more thoughtful, using his wealth to help others rather than to enrich himself. He rebuilt the relationships he had damaged, seeking forgiveness where he could and making amends where he could not. Slowly, the tapestry of his life began to change, the dark threads of greed and deceit replaced by the bright colors of kindness and integrity. And in her workshop, Layla continued to weave, her hands guided by the wisdom of the well and the knowledge that each choice, no matter how small, was a thread in the tapestry of life. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.